the Game Awards brought out a lot of really cool trailers. I'm a week behind, but I still want to catch up on all of them and show you my favorite trailers. And I'm saving it for last. We're gonna talk. Dude, I'm so excited. We're gonna talk about Death Stranding 2, sequel to no irony, no joke, no blah blah. Sequel to the best game ever made. Death Stranding 1. But let's start with the Hades 2 trailer, dude. Dude, I stayed up late, watched the whole thing beginning to end. When this trailer came up, I was very excited. Now, I should say, I never fully completed Hades 1. I played this thing before it released, got to the end multiple times, but never played it after it released. Supergiant cannot miss, man. Well, that's not true. Supergiant can definitely miss. What was that game that they made, which was kind of a sport where you threw a ball? They made Bastion, that was a 10 out of 10 game. They made the follow-up, oh, what was the next game that came out? I actually didn't really vibe with that one either, but a lot of people did. Then they made another game, which was a sport game. Then they made Hades, which was a banger 10 out of 10. And now, dude, they knew just make a sequel, that's it. Easier to do, and everybody wants it. Hades 2, dude. I gotta watch the whole thing because it looks so goddamn good. I saw someone post a, oh my god, I saw a post on Reddit where someone said, wouldn't this be cool? And it was, I think it was Aristotle talking to her, saying, oh my god, there's two of them, because the dude that you play, what's his name again? I can't off the top of my head remember. Him and her are related, and it'd be really cool if in the game they talked about it. And yeah, Crolio, the Game Awards was absolutely incredible beginning to end. Some cringe, some serious cringe, but it was overall really good. Oh my god, dude, the tune!
We can but learn, and the greatest teacher is out there. Now go, Death.
Dude, I love the eyes. They're so cool. How do you defeat Kronos, dude?
It's an opportunity for you to make a better future for us all. Least I can do is light your way down.
About ready to give in?
It looks so good, dude.
You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
Okay, if I call you witch like that.
I can't wait to get back into this. I need to play through Hades again, man.
Vengeance for your family awaits you.
He is no mere titan. He is time itself, and time cannot be stopped.
They really could not.
Father, I'll be there soon.
They could not have picked a better follow-up main bad guy than time itself. Dude, I'm so excited for this. How many hours did I put into Hades 1? Do I still... Hades 1? Is that it? I only put 32 hours in. I was sure I was in the hundreds, dude. I love that game. Absolutely love it. Cannot wait for the second one. What's the next one? Oh, Lords of the Fallen. It's funny. Quite a few people don't know this. The Lord of the Fallen was the first game, I think. The Lords of the Fallen is the second one. I don't know whether they just want to remake the first one or like pretend it doesn't exist and this is the game they really wanted to make. So they're kind of covering up the Lord of the Fallen. But it's very confusing with the naming scheme they went for. But I will say, this looks so good.
Holy Aureus, giver of life and light.
I've never actually seen The Lord of the Fallen.
In your divine radiance, we trust.
I heard like middling things about
Shield our
it.
souls with grace, our hearts with hope, and guide our path eternal.
Looks so good, man.
Lies beyond your luster, where wickedness dwells, and the shadows reign. Arm us with your golden splendor, so that together may we vanquish the darkness.
It's so creepy, man.
In light, we walk.
I really want a combat trailer for this game. It looks very, very Souls-like, but it still looks like fun, good. It is a Souls-like, right? I'm not wrong in saying that.
Darkness, the lords of the fallen.
I'm gonna double check. Yay! Yeah! I'm gonna double check. Is there any Lords of the Fallen? That's a gameplay reveal trailer, but that's not actual gameplay, dude. No, there's nothing. There was this 4 days ago, but that's the same trailer we just watched. Yeah, so there's no gameplay yet. I am, however, Lords of the Fallen walkthrough part 1. So is the new game The Lords of the Fallen, and the first game was Lords of the Fallen? See, now that's very confusing, dude. Can
So welcome to Lords of the...
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that you're great. You're great. I just want to see a little bit of gameplay from the first one. Let's have a little look. Let's have just a little look.
Fair enough, and then let's press... Oh yes, that's like a...
Yeah, so very... I mean, this looks good. Why would they want to name the second one The Lords of the Fallen and pretend that...
World Combat is management. So the orange bar is the stamina bar. So you see the...
What's this? Let's have a little look. So I don't know if this is a direct remake, The Lords of the Fallen, or not. Can we get some fighty fights? Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, it is straight up just Dark Souls. Right. I really wish that they'd bring out like a Dark Souls, but built around magic.
Come on, target.
Oh, that's real slow and boring, huh? Well, I hope the Lords of the Fallen is better than that. I know Dark Souls does have music, right? I know it does. Music, magic. But I want a game built just for magic. You know what I'm saying? I want there to be a slow motion element. Here's what I want. Almost like a Harry Potter, except for adults, right? And let's not get into this argument. Harry Potter's not for adults, okay? It's not. You can enjoy it as an adult. It was made for children. I'm saying I want a Harry Potter made for adults. You see what I'm saying? What I want, right, is I want to have a giant fireball in my hand, and I want to throw it at the enemy. I want them to deflect it away with some kind of ward. Then I want them to cast lightning. And as the lightning's about to hit me, I want time to slow down. Just like that, right? Makes a slow motion sound. You hear the crackle of the lightning. And a little menu. You can bring up your menu in slow motion. You've got 5 seconds or 3 seconds to pick what spell you're going to cast or what you're going to do to dodge it. It's almost like a quick time event fight, but a little closer to Final Fantasy's movement, like my Final Fantasy system, where it's live, but it selects what you want to do. A little blend of that, and you're just constantly like dodging in slow motion and casting your spell back, and then you take a hit and your guy flips backwards, and then you cast a spell to make yourself weightless and float up to the ceiling, and you cast lightning, but the lightning propels you backwards, and you take damage when you smack off the walls. So, dude, see what I'm saying? An unbelievable amount of animation will be needed to make that look good, but still. This is Behemoth. This one looked interesting. I have,
There is no victory to be had
what's it called?
here.
What's the game called where you take... Shadow of the Colossus. I own Shadow of the Colossus. I have never played even a minute of that game. That would be a good one for stream, actually. That'd be a good Sunday stream. I should do that.
It's only survival.
Okay, can I tell you guys something? I think that Behemoth looks really good, right? But I don't think it's going to be good. I am one of those people that always judges a book by its cover. Because if you can't come up with an interesting cover, why would I assume that the contents are any better? That's a rule that I live by. I think it's a pretty fair rule. The helmet design is one of the most bland, boring nothing burgers I've ever seen. And that makes me very worried. Because if you've put this little effort into the design of the helmet, I worry how little effort you've put into other areas. Like, it doesn't look cool and stylized in any way to me. I hope we'll watch the trailer, but that's all I see when I look at it, you know? I don't know if it's supposed to be like a period.
The strength of your resolve.
Fitting helmet, though.
The only thing that will grant you another day. Another breath.
Why didn't you just use that to begin with?
This is relentless. It devours everything.
Kind of like a mix of Joker and Gollum there.
It will take your mind. I have found no meaning to this struggle.
My
When
guess?
the end comes for you.
My guess is they're going to try and blend.
Yield.
They're going to try and blend Shadow of the Colossus with Dark Souls. Looks like a very generic behemoth. Very generic giant creature thing. But if the gameplay and animation is good, then it doesn't really matter, does it? I tell you one game. Oh my god, hold on. I have the... This is a quest game? Now the simple helmet makes sense to me. See, now I need a gameplay trailer, because there's no way it looks even 10% as good as that. I love VR. Most VR games look like absolute garbage. But they're still incredible because you're in a 3D environment. Dude, I've got a recommendation for a game for you guys. If I can find it. When was the last time I played it? I need to recommend this to you guys. It's so goddamn good. Oh, if I don't find it here, I'm not gonna find it. What? Oh my god. Pray for the Gods. This game right here. Dude. Pray for the Gods is... I'm gonna show you this, and then we're gonna continue with the trailers. Isn't it P-R-A-E-Y? Yeah, it is. So look at me with the memory, huh? Dude, Pray for the Gods is one of the coolest games I've ever played. It's a Shadow of the Colossus type game, except it's got... Imagine Shadow of the Colossus, but it's Breath of the Wild. So it's got killing the enemies, exploring the environment, leveling your gear up, trying to survive. It's got survival elements, all of that. So let me... This guy here is the first boss you take on. It's incredible. Oh, dude, honestly, this game is so goddamn good, and it's already out right now, so you can play it. I highly, highly recommend it. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because it's showing off. This is the third boss it's showing off, and I think there's not many in the game. Pray for the Gods, P-R-A-E-Y. If you're looking for like a Shadow of the Colossus, Behemoth type situation with more survival elements, you know, building campfires, collecting wood, trying to survive, leveling yourself up. What's the leveling? Upgrading your gear. I know that was a thing. I highly recommend this. And a little tip, if you're going to play this game, Pray for the Gods, okay? Little tip is take your time before you go and face each one, because if you're not geared up and ready to go and comfortable, you can say bye-bye. You can say bye-bye to life. You can say bye-bye to life. Hey, Magic. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? And Hester, how's it going? Play Shadow of the Colossus, such a great game. I do want to do a Sunday stream where I play Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the... I just want to double check and see how long it is to beat that game. Shadow of the Colossus. Ooh, 9.5 hours. That's a Sunday game. Dude, that's a Sunday game. That's getting added to the list. Mental note. It's there. I was also thinking for a Sunday game, I got a couple people will be excited about this. Evil Within. 20 hours. I could do that in 2 streams. I've tried to play the Evil Within like twice. And I got bored so quickly both times. But I think I'd like to tough it out and just complete it just for the experience. Right. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Now I'm going to preface this by saying I think Cyberpunk is one of the best games ever made. Unfortunately, it still has not been made yet. Can we all agree? Because it still is broken. Last time I played it, characters glitching all over the place, bikes driving through walls. Last time I played it must have been years ago, right? A month ago. I love it. I still haven't completed it. This trailer luckily doesn't spoil anything for it. Let's watch it, because there's a huge announcement in this. Dude, when I saw this trailer, watching this live, I'm not exaggerating, my jaw literally dropped. Literally dropped.
Stop trusting someone. How many times you gotta take a bullet for these motherfuckers in the name of empty promises?
Goddamn, Keanu Reeves is so
military
good.
runners, intelligence operatives, all to run fish in one fucking barrel, this dog town. Tell me you've got a plan.
Not a plan. A man. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
Solomon Reed, FIA.
So, what do we do now?
I'm still in shock, man.
It's a simple choice. Them or us. Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay.
Dude, I cannot believe they got my man Idris Elba.
Game Awards, what's up? It's Idris Elba here, and I just want to let you know how excited
I cannot believe they got my man Idris Elba for the dude. They got my man Idris Elba. Idris, bruv. For the upcoming Cyberpunk expansion. So cool. Such a great shout for oh my god, such a great shout for an actor including it. I think CD Projekt Red, I haven't forgiven you. But oh my god, have you made some great calls. Some really, really good calls. I might start Cyberpunk in my spare time again, because I really loved it. I struggled, but I did. I really did love it. I really did. Evil Within 2 is better, IMO, than 1. I have heard that. I've heard that Evil Within 2 is better than 1. However, I can't start on number 2 of anything. Number 3 of anything. Number 4 of anything. Do you want to know why I've never played more than 5 hours of a Final Fantasy game? Because I have that nagging voice at the back of my head. The back of my goddamn head just keeps going, hey, you're playing Final Fantasy 14. What about the other 13? And all the other ones that came out, and the Crisis Cores and the blah blahs. What about all of them, huh? I hate it so much. Because I want to play the new Final Fantasy 7. I want to play the remake of Crisis Core. I cannot do it. It was Final Fantasy 15 that I played, that I really enjoyed. And then 14's an MMO, and are all the worlds tied together? I feel like if I wanted to get into Final Fantasy, let me put it this way. I tried to get into Final Fantasy 15, right? And I fell out of it after about 10 hours. Because as a level 4, I figured out how to beat a level 32 enemy that was walking around in the wilds at night. I managed to figure that out. That's how good I am at video games. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to drop that bomb on you. That's how good I am at video games. Okay? Level 32 enemy in Final Fantasy, walking around at nighttime, big scary demon thing, no problem for me. As a level 4. It was very easy. I watched 5 YouTube shorts, like as in short videos, that were all 10 to 12 minutes each to give me info on all the characters in the game. I watched like a 3-hour movie, the Kingslayer, whatever it was called. And so basically there was 4 hours of video to watch before I was even really allowed to play Final Fantasy 15. And I played it for 10 hours and fell out of it because the combat was mediocre to say the least. Looked amazing, but was actually, like, to play it, not fun. God, I wish I could play Final Fantasy. Oh, I want to play it so badly. That's a game you could get lost in for years. Warhammer 40k Space Marine? Dude, I played the first Space Marine game. I never completed it, but I loved it. When I saw the trailer for this, I got very excited. One of my mates is a huge Warhammer fan.
We are the defenders of mankind against the horrors that dwell in the darkness.
I've been playing that new Dark Tide.
Breath, we stand.
It's decent.
While we stand, we fight.
Dude, it looks so... There's so many enemies on screen at once. That's what impresses me the most.
We are the angels of death. We are the blade drawn against the endless night.
It's so cool.
Nothing will survive our wrath.
It's crazy as well because the first game didn't look half as good as that. It was good, but it didn't look half as good as that did. Okay, I was going to talk about that and maybe show off Warhammer 40k Space Marine 1. The next trailer was so good that we're getting straight into it, dude. I am so excited for this game. I've said this a million times.
All right, Flash is clear.
DC specializes in dark shit for adults. Marvel specializes in family-friendly-ish movies. That's what they do. They do stuff for teenagers to young adults. DC does adult stuff. DC keeps trying to do with your Black Adam and your Shazam and Aquaman and all this. It's all Marvel regurgitated. This feels like they're going back to what they know how to do, which is shit for adults, dude. Such an exciting trailer. And the Suicide Squad movie was so good.
Best dirty movie I ever saw. Oh, crap!
This door will not hold. We must barricade it.
You stay here, pal.
It looks amazing as well.
I spent a lot of time dreaming up how I was gonna kill you with it. You're mine now, and you're in for a world of... Oh, shit!
Dude, the animation looks so good as well.
Oh, hey guys! Oh, we were just having a little...
I say, shh. You hear that?
Please, help me! Hey, Bruce! Still using shadows to scare the crap out of...
I'm forgetting I'm not even talking right now because this trailer was so exciting. It just completely captivates you.
criminals, huh? Don't sweat it. Batman doesn't kill people. Are you okay?
Oh my god, dude.
I am vengeance.
Oh my god, dude.
I am Batman.
I am so glad they managed to get Kevin Conroy to do all the lines for that before he passed away. It's so cool, man. I really hope the game is good, so it leaves like a... I'd love for one of his last pieces of work to get good ratings. If they end up releasing this early in a terrible state and do my mans like that, I'm actually gonna be so mad. Kingston, how's it going, man? Yes, indeed, very long time. Well, actually, I've been back streaming for 2.5 months. I was mostly on YouTube. I came back to Twitch last month. Last week. Oh my god, I'm getting my timelines all mixed up. Oh, dude, Meet Your Maker. This one looks so interesting. This game is this. I don't think there's any gameplay in this trailer, right? But it looks like so much fun. If you've ever thought about I'll let you see it. If you've not seen, no, I'm gonna talk about it when we watch it because there's no talking. It's very simple. Have you ever wanted to make? No, how do I put it? Imagine Fortnite for adults. The single player aspect. Okay, the single player aspect of Fortnite for adults, where you make traps for zombies to go through, except you make traps for bad guys to get through. And those bad guys are real people. And you can choose to build traps for people, or you can try and attack other people's buildings. It's so cool. I love the concept. It is an amazing concept. It's such a cool trailer, man. It looks a lot like Ghost Runner. I'm wondering how many different traps there are. And there's co-op in it. This is the coolest way to announce co-op. So I think that's like all the gameplay you get to see. So it's not incredibly impressive. It looks like low res Ghost Runner mixed with a bit of Doom. So like this is all we really get. Animation of the swing, not very good, but doesn't really matter because it's the concept of the game that matters the most. And then, you know, this is one of those games where it could look like garbage, the animation could be garbage, it doesn't matter. It's such a cool concept that it just doesn't matter. The building in it looks quite good as well. That is really cool. My only hope, well, you can sign up for the beta. My only hope with that game is, or my only worry, is that they're going to tie upgrading your base to raiding other people's bases. What I mean is, like, imagine you've got 4 rooms and you can only build more rooms if you capture cores from other people's bases. But what if you don't want to build, you just want to capture cores? Well then, that's fine, you can just go capture cores. But what if you want to build where you have to raid and capture cores? See what I'm saying? I really hope that that's not the way it works and that you can just build as much as you want without having to play the other half of the game. Because some of the most incredible... If you look at... What's the best example? Super Mario Maker. Is it Super Mario Maker 1 and 2, yeah? Dude, my bet is that the people that are the best map builders in that couldn't care less about playing the actual game. They enjoy building the maps and the puzzles. I hope that they adopt a very similar system in Meet Your Maker. We're getting so many boomer shooters lately, not that I'm complaining. Yeah, there have been a few. And yeah, sounds awesome, definitely looks awesome. There have been a few boomer shooters. I'm not really a boomer shooter guy. I don't really enjoy them that much. I mean, if we look at my most recently played games, by the way, yes, I did complete Seafood beginning to end. I liked the first 10 hours. The following, trying to complete it, I hated. So like my most recent games aren't very exciting, like Project Zomboid, Hellish Quart. Hardship Spacebreaker, Dark Tide, and I've been playing It Takes Two with my lady. A little bit of War. Like, that's all I've really played in the last month. Call of Duty, I tried the new one. I uninstalled it after sort of 2 days because I really didn't enjoy the DMZ modes. Marauders I've not played since the newest update. From Space, I thought I had local co-op, it doesn't, so I'd stopped playing it. Entropy Center, I fell out of that. Like, I play a lot of games. Very few games I actually complete. Which reminds me, I need to get back to Far Cry 1. I was really enjoying that. I keep falling out of it because it's an older style game. By the way, we're going to continue with the trailers in just a second. Project Zomboid, I have a guy that's been alive for like almost 2 months now. I am so good at it now. Oh my god. Remnant from the Ashes, the first game, is one of the most fun games, or one of the best third-person shooters, best feeling third-person shooters that I've played ever. When I saw the trailer for this, I was very excited. Really good looking trailer as well. The main problem with Remnant from the Ashes, the first game, was it felt really, really unrewarding. Really unrewarding. Like, I never felt like, oh, here's a new gun, here's new loot, here's an upgrade path. It kind of felt more like, this is your gun, you can upgrade the current armor you have, and maybe after you complete the game once or twice, you can get some new stuff. I didn't enjoy that loop, so I never really completed the game. But I put a lot of hours into it, I'm sure. How many hours did I put into that? Remnant, the last Remnant, what a game. 13.8 hours. Because of how little reward there was in terms of loot, it really just, I really ended up falling out of it because of that. And because I couldn't find anyone else that enjoyed it. I got a couple of mates to get the game. Neither of them enjoyed it, which was really surprising to me. Because it's a lot of fun. I need to go back and play this, man. Oh, the animation looks better. Little Resident Evil 4 there. The idea that that guy comes charging at you and you shoot a single arrow at him is hilarious. Whoa, dude, I don't remember that. Dude, tell you what, the character design, dude? Magic? Magic? This looks so sick. Phenomenal trailer, man. It's so exciting. Dude, exciting. I loved Remnant from the Ashes. I loved the first game. Only 14 hours in it, but I really, really enjoyed it. That is that's exciting, dude. I kind of wish they'd continue making the DLCs, but I'm excited for the sequel. Didn't they only release one DLC for this, or am I wrong? Oh, was it 2? Hold on, let me have a look. Yeah, they released 2 DLC, both only £7. Not the best, not the worst. That's all right. How did they rate, out of curiosity? Mixed. 52% like that. Oh boy. What about the second DLC? Mostly positive, 70%. Why was the first DLC... Was that the first one? Yeah. That was April and then August and then they just stopped. Huh. Why was it slated? I wish there was more to it. I tried the DLC. I get RNG is a main thing in the dungeon type of game, but the DLCs just require too much re-rolling. Gotcha. Like I was saying, the upgrade system in this game was very, very unrewarding, and it was very easy to fall out of. Oh, Nightingale is a game I'm very excited for, and the new trailer for this is looking good. They've made so many trailers now.
Here is 1889.
I'm very excited for this.
The world as you know it teeters on the brink.
It kind of looks like a mix of all the games that I love, you know? Some long, dark, survival type stuff. Some first-person gameplay, some survival, some building, some magic. This is my type of game, for
sure. The magical network of portals has collapsed. Your people are cast asunder beyond the frontiers of your reality. Realms alive with monstrous beasts, eldritch creatures and dangers of which you cannot conceive. You must gather your wits, craft.
I will say, I can't believe it's 2022 turning 2023, and the animations we have for gathering in games like this are still this garbage. It's so frustrating to me. Dude, how many hours is the gaming community going to put into... How many hours? Oh my god, I'm getting worked up. How many hours is the gaming community going to put into games like Ark, where you just swipe at the air and the bush disappears and leaves are in your hand? I'm so sick of it. I really am. I really, really am. Listen, I'm not asking for my character to have an animation where I individually pick every single leaf off. Maybe just make like an animation where, I don't know, I use some kind of rake and rake everything off in one swoop. Like, I'm so sick of this.
You must gather.
I'm so sick of gathering leaves. I'm so sick of hitting rocks.
Gather your wits.
I'm so sick of it.
Whatsoever you require.
I am, however, so excited for this, but oh my god, it's I don't know if triggering is the right word, but I want to tear this whole game in half based just off this. The building looks incredible.
In the realms. Uncover the secrets of realm cards and venture deeper into the unknown.
This looks kind of cool. I would rather have a glider, but the umbrella thing's kind of cool. Dude, the giant looks badass.
Realm Walker, your path forward is winding and full of terrors.
What I really want from this game,
save yourself.
I want to be able to build my own little walled house, right? And I want to have sniper towers all around. I want really good rifle combat with decent reloading. I don't want to be forced into hand to hand or sword to sword, or basically I don't want to be forced into melee combat. I want to use guns in this game, and I want the guns to have good reload times. I want to be able to just bang, 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 bang. I want to feel super overpowered in this game. That's what I want. After I've gathered all my goddamn leaves and hit all my goddamn rocks, I want to shoot shit. I really hope it's got a good...
Survive the realms and rebuild all that has been lost.
Oh, dude. The Ultimate Realm Walker PC giveaway. I didn't know there was an Ultimate Realm Walker PC giveaway. I'm very excited for Nightingale, but I feel like they're getting my hopes up too much, you know what I'm saying? Oh, God. What do I say about Star Wars Jedi Survivor? I'm gonna be as kind as I can. I completed the first Star Wars Jedi, whatever it was called, Outcast Jedi something or other. I completed it, and I think that the opening to that game, where you've got the fight sequence on the train, was 10 out of 10 and had me so hyped for the game I wanted to scream. I was so full of energy. I loved it. And then I played the rest of the game, and I really did not enjoy myself really at all. I felt like you spent most of the game fighting animals, big frog things. Like, you spent a lot more time fighting animals than you did fighting people. There wasn't enough like sword to sword combat. It was mostly stormtrooper, animal, stormtrooper, and every now and then like a boss would have a melee weapon, if I remember correctly. I felt like the story was bad, but I'm not like a big Star Wars guy. I prefer Star Trek to Star Wars. I like the lightsabers though. That's, you know, I'm one of those guys. I prefer Star Trek to Star Wars, but I like the lightsabers. You know, I go to see Star Wars movies because of lightsabers. If there were no lightsabers in Star Wars and they only had guns, now I do really enjoy The Mandalorian, but I don't think I would have watched any of the movies if they had gunfights instead of yeah, that's the best way to put it. If the Star Wars movies had gunfights, the movies that have released so far had gunfights instead of lightsaber battles, I would never have went to see any of them. I think that's the best way that I can put it. I think that's fair. I think a lot of people wouldn't have bothered going to see the Star Wars movies, nor would they be as popular as they are if they had gunfights instead of lightsaber duels, you know? But then Mandalorian and all that is pretty popular. Anyway, this does look good, I will say that.
Betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
The one thing
you've been busy making yourself the Empire's.
The one thing I'm confused about is with this game, you can hit enemies more than once with your lightsaber and they survive with no marks. And I don't quite understand how one slice doesn't cut people in half or things in half. That was my biggest gripe with it. I want shit to be split in half when I hit it.
Most wanted.
That was really cool.
Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
See, this is the type of stuff that I want. That's what I want.
After all we've done, the Empire's only
He's dead.
Strong.
That's it, it's the end. Ooh, that's what I want, dude.
Thanks, Bode. Part of the job, Gustus.
More fighting animals. I swear to God, if I have to fight another goddamn animal with another lightsaber, I'm gonna scream. You know what's even worse? I plan to play through the first game again before the second one comes out so I can enjoy the storyline because I don't remember what happened.
Jedi is a threat.
Now that we have
That's really cool.
As long as we fight.
I like the upgrade to the movement.
Hope survives.
That's really cool. I will say, right, it's really difficult to watch this combat, right? Where you see the guys being hit more than once. This is a finisher move, obviously. That's how he's killing him in 2 hits like that. It's a finisher move. But see when you play the game, oh my God, what is the game called? There's a VR game that involves slashing people to ribbons. Where is it? It should be in my VR game list. Let me see here. VR. It's only 18 games. It should... Is it Blade and... Oh, it's Blade and something. I don't have it in my list. Blade and something. Blade and Sorcery? Is that it? Is it Blade and Sorcery? Blade... Yes, Blade and Sorcery. So this is a VR game. Overwhelmingly positive with 35,000 reviews for 96% positive. It's a first-person slasher game where you get to... Oh. where you get to use magic, use swords, slash people to ribbons. It's some of the most fun that you can have on planet Earth, in my opinion. Being able to hand, sword to sword, arrow, fight people in VR. And it does look better than this. It feels incredible, right? Now, you can get mods for this to give yourself lightsabers in it. And see when you've played this game with lightsabers and you are cutting people's heads and arms and legs off in one hit. Dude, there's no feeling like it in the world. I love Blade and Sorcery. So when I see games like this, where it's multiple hits to kill someone, and I have physically held a lightsaber in my hand, well, physically, you know, to the fullest extent that I can, hold a lightsaber in my hand, and I'm slashing people to ribbons, very difficult to look at this gameplay and go, huh, that looks really good. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Hey Sick, how's it going, man? I love the Fallen Order mod that multiplies your damage so your lightsaber actually feels like a real lightsaber. Shut up. I didn't know that was a thing. Hold on a second. Is that a thing? Fallen Order, where did it go? I don't know where it went. Fallen Order, lightsaber damage mod. Is that really a thing? 1,000 times the damage? You know what? I might, when I replay this game, since I've already played it, I might play it with this mod. I'm just gonna have a quick look, then we're gonna watch the last two trailers.
Fallen Order's lightsabers can much better at blocking than a lot of the other classes.
Whoa, look how many enemies there are. Oh my god.
Okay, let's throw that in there. Even that gets blocked.
Wait,
like
can we see?
every single enemy is just a one hit and can't do anything.
Oh, see, this doesn't look.
Jedi, when you're facing
I kind of expected this to look better. I feel like it's stupid if these guys go down in one hit. One of the things that makes this not work is that you're not cutting them in half, you're just hitting them.
Okay, let's try the Scout Trooper Commander. Whoa!
Did that kill all of them?
Mega kill. Too easy. Too many of them all at once.
That's kind of cool, man. I might play the game through with a mod like that because God knows that it was not the most fun in the world playing it through with the damage scaling that it had for. Maybe just play it through an easy mode. I don't really care. Like, there's only one other game on the planet that I would play on easy mode, and it's the new Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is, I think I made a best games ever made list, or my top games. I think Guardians of the Galaxy came in second or third, because it was incredible beginning to end, but the combat was awful, but the story and characters were so good, and the graphics and environments were so good, and the story, oh, you could say the story 17 times, was so good, but you didn't care about the combat. But I would say play that game through on easy, because the combat's awful, and you kind of want the enemies to be a little bit more 1 or 2 hits to kill them, because it's a better feeling than hitting the same enemy 6-7 times in order to kill them. I played on easy after a few hours and enjoyed it way more that way. Really? I think I'll probably play through Jedi Survivor, or no, not Jedi Survivor, the old one, Fallen Order. I'll play that through on easy mode next time I play it. Metal Gear Rising. Dude, Metal Gear Rising is a sleeper of a game. I'd never played. Okay, hear me out. First of all, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game for more than like an hour. I played through like an hour of whatever the one was on the PS3, I think it was, where you had unlimited tranquilizers. I played that for like an hour. I didn't understand what was going on. I turned it off. Then years later, I played Metal Gear Rising, the one with the sword slashing and all that. It was probably the best sword slash I've ever played, and some of the most fun I've had in a game as well. Reminded me a lot of Afro Samurai, the game, which was incredible. It had the same type of system where you could line up. In fact, I'm going to show you this real quick. I'll show you it after. We've got 2 more trailers. No, let me show you it. Dude. This is so, oh my god. On Afro Samurai gameplay. I need to watch that show through again. It's so good. Dude, I've already watched this on stream apparently. Hold on, if you look at the gameplay, let's have a look here. So it had this really cool combat system where you could, like, so it had like your hits and your slashes and all that. It had loads of combos, but then it also had that move that you just saw there, right? That just happened. So this move where it goes into black and white, let me see. Right, see this white line? You could turn that line any way you want, and you can move it anywhere you want as well. So you'd be fighting a guy, you'd get your ability, and then what you would do is you could cut off his head, you could split him down the middle, you could cut off his sword arm, you could cut his leg, you could cut him any way you want. It was amazing and so cool, dude. Oh, that was an amazing game. Metal Gear Rising as well. Amazing. Right, let's watch another trailer, and we're gonna get to the best trailer, the most exciting game that is coming out. This is Baldur's Gate 3 though.
We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
You're the same as me. You have a mind flare tadpole in your brain. Let's try to find a solution together.
I'm struggling with this game, Baldur's Gate 3. On the one hand, I'm excited for it. It looks really good. It does. It looks good. I'm excited for it. I used to love games like Neverwinter Nights, back when I used to have patience. Maybe like 15, 16, 17, 18 years ago. I had patience for games because there was nothing else to do in the world, you know? You didn't have to make dinner. Dinner was brought to your room, or you went out to the dinner table, you know? You have to worry about nothing. You got to play the games, you got to enjoy them, you got to relax. I'm struggling with the idea of playing Baldur's Gate 3 because I've not played 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 weren't remade before 3 came out. So if I want to play through the series from the beginning, the graphics, the graphics, this is Baldur's Gate 1. Now, I'm sure that I don't need to play through Baldur's Gate 1. And I should really get into the habit of, you know, watching recaps of the story so I can enjoy the third game without playing the first and second, which I'm probably not going to enjoy because this is what the first one looks like. And I am a self-professed graphics whore. I love some good graphics. I really do. If your game is pretty, but it's a shit game, I'm probably going to enjoy it a little bit, you know? Guardians of the Galaxy, incredible graphics. Shit gameplay, but I don't care because it was so pretty. And it was one of the prettiest games ever made. Anyway, let's continue.
Before it's too late.
There's a gust of weave about you, but it's a mere breeze. Like
it looks really good. I like the magic.
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
She looks amazing.
You want to play the hero so badly? Fine. Let's make this interesting.
Let's make it interesting, lady.
We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
Oh my god, dude, it looks good.
This place is fun.
This kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first saw the gameplay trailer or gameplay for Neverwinter Nights 2.
In simple terms, not just a friend, a legend.
See, I feel like I need to have played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 to get what this is. And I don't want to play through Baldur's Gate 3 if I don't understand what's going on in scenes like this. Right, who is this guy? I feel like there are 7 Baldur's Gate fans that are going,
wow!
wow!
Who takes kindly to captivity. The cult captured him.
So was this guy just chilling in this chest this whole time, waiting for an introduction? And he was fine to staying in there until this moment?
I almost feel sorry for them.
Kind of reminds me, you know those scenes in movies where 2 people are walking down the street? They're walking down the street side by side. We're about to watch the best trailer, the most exciting one, Death Stranding 2. Oh, give me a second. It reminds me of that scene there where the guy's getting out the chest, but only after he's kind of introduced. Reminds me of, you know, scenes in movies where there's two people walking down the street and the guy says to the other one, so I was in the bar and this lady walks up to me. You know what she says? What did she say, Frank? And then the next scene, they're in a taxi. And now they're continuing the conversation from where they left off. So between the point that they were talking about him in the bar and what he was going to say to the lady and them getting in the taxi, there was complete silence. That's what that feels like. Like that guy was just like, okay, I'm not getting out this chest until I hear my introduction. I'm sitting here. I'm not saying a goddamn thing. That goddamn. Wait, they're talking about me. Now's the time to. It takes me out of it, you know. Hey First, how's it going, man? What superhero would you be? I am the best superhero there is. I would be me. Grew up in Star Wars, the Force had no choice but to exist. I loved Fallen Order. Oh, I read that. I played on easy, read that. Metal Gear Rising was the only hack and slash game I know where you can literally slash your enemies to pieces. Well, now you know of another, Afro Samurai. Incredible game. I feel the same about Guardians. Incredible game. And hey, Sicko. Where you been? I've been here or there, a little bit of everywhere. I've been enjoying life and continuing to save the day. That's where I've been, man. I'm glad, or thank you very much. It's good to be back. The face tattoo looked like Minsk. I don't know who that is. Minesi? Have I just said something I shouldn't have said? I don't know. We're gonna watch the most exciting trailer from the Game Awards now. I might post this as its own goddamn video. I am so excited for Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 1 is the best game I've ever played. Now, a lot of people probably played Death Stranding and didn't like it. And to those people, I would say, did you get off the starting island? Because the starting island, if you didn't know, there are two different places you go. There's a starting island, then you're put onto the main area, the main gameplay area. If you don't make it off the starting place, I understand why you didn't like the game, because I almost quit and was convinced to keep playing. And I did. And it was the best gaming decision I've ever made. I loved that game from the point that you're on the next island to the end. I think one of the things that I loved the most about it was one, the immersion, and two, this is the real thing. The upgrade and progression system was the most satisfying progression system I've ever had and ever experienced. I don't know how to describe this, so I'll do my best. You start off walking from A to B, and then you find out that walking A to B, oh, this one's kind of dangerous because you need to go through a danger zone. Oh, okay, so now you've got to be a little bit more careful on your walk from A to B. Now, A to B is now way further, but we'll give you a vehicle. Okay, this is an upgrade. I'm excited. Now you've got to go A to C. Well, hold on. I can't drive all the way from A to C. So you drive to B and walk to C. Oh man, walking from B to C is a massive pain in the ass. Okay, we have an upgrade for that. What's that? You've now got to go from A to D. Okay, well we've got the vehicle. And then we've got the other upgrade. Now we've got upgrade for the upgrade. And also, here's a thing to help you deal with anything along the way. And the upgrades keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, dude. And it's so satisfying. Every single time you start to struggle with something, you get something to make your life a little bit easier. But it keeps you immersed. It all feels fair. I haven't played the director's cut. And I know the director's cut added a fair few things to the game that maybe might have broken it a little bit from my perspective, in terms of balancing. So I haven't played that yet. I plan to play it 100% before Death Stranding 2 comes out, because I loved Death Stranding 1. I put so many hours into it, and I loved it from beginning to end. One of the best games I ever played. The story was mental. I don't even remember what the story was, and I don't want to be reminded, because I want to play through the first one again, not really knowing what's going to happen. The story was insane, and I loved it. The acting was incredible. Every single scene was a puzzle that I didn't understand, didn't know that I wanted to understand, but knew that I was enjoying. It was a masterpiece to a degree that I can't even really understand. Before we continue, there's one thing I want to check. I've never played through the Metal Gear Solid series. How long does it take to complete Metal Gear Solid 1? 13 hours. I am going to do a Metal Gear Solid playthrough at some point. Metal Gear Solid 1, 13 hours. Let's see. Oh, they made it on the Game Boy. Why is the Game Boy version only 5 hours when the PlayStation 1 was 13? Bizarre. Ground Zeroes, 6.5 to 20. Okay. Solid Snake 3, 19.5 hours. Now, I do main and extra because I'm a main and extra type of guy. I don't like avoiding all the mini side things. I enjoy that stuff. 2 is 15, 4 is 21.5. So I can mostly do these in 1 to 2 streams. 1 to 2 long Sunday streams. Maybe even a Saturday Sunday stream. This is exciting. I'm going to do the Metal Gear Solid. I need to play it. I've only ever heard good things. But for now, Death Stranding game got really good after you could upgrade the traveling to zip lines. Dude, I built the best zipline hyper network in all of Death Stranding. It's probably still there. You can probably still use it. It was the best one that there is. It was amazing. I built a network that was unparalleled in quality. The face tattoo looked like men's. Oh right, the guy in the Baldur's Gate video was from Baldur's Gate 2. Gotcha. Right. It's time for the trailer for Death Stranding 2. Oh, it's so exciting, dude. By the way, I have no idea what's going on in this trailer. Not a clue. I know that I like it. Here's how the best way to describe Death Stranding is. You ever eaten a food and you don't know what that food is? Maybe a mystery food. Someone said to try this. And you take a bite and you go, oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing! What is this? That's what Death Stranding is. You don't know what it is. You don't understand what it is. But you know that you like it. That's what Death Stranding is. And that's how I feel about this trailer. I don't know what's going on. What is this? I don't know.
I will hold you.
I am somewhat sad, but it does seem like this lady is going to be the main protagonist. I really hope that's not the case. I want to play as Norman Reedus. I do believe that you don't get to play. I don't think you get to play as Norman Reedus in this. I think that you're this lady for the main character, which really sucks. If they were going to change the main character, I would have liked another big name in there. Because of Norman Reedus, it would have been cool to have someone that I recognize in her spot. Oh my god, what's her name? She's in everything and she's amazing, and I can't remember. Oh god, I can't remember what her name is. Oh, she was in that. She was in Blade Runner. Hold on. Blade Runner. Ooh. 2049. Ana de Armas. Obviously, she would have cost so much money to get for this role. But imagine if Ana de Armas was the main character. That would have been amazing. She's an incredible actress.
Close your tired eyes and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in a dream. Baby, don't worry. It's okay.
Hearing the whispering of Bibi. Bibi, oh my god. I cannot believe how good the graphics are for this, man.
should have to suffer such loss. You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it'll weigh you down like an anchor.
Come meet my crew, Sam. It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
Dude, I am so
It
excited.
wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation.
So let love warm you till the morning.
Oh my god, dude. I want to know who the bad guy is in this one. Because we don't know yet. I don't think we know. I mean, they had Mads Mikkelsen for the last one. Dude, I need to know who the bad guy is. He looks so cool. Looks so goddamn cool. I'm so unbelievably excited. Do I not have music? There we go. That was my most anticipated games from the Game Awards. This took way longer than I thought it was going to take, but hey ho. Hey ho. That's all I got to say. I'm super excited. Definitely the one I'm most excited for is Death Stranding 2. Past that, every other one looks good. Barring Behemoth, we can't really judge because it's a VR game, but it's exciting, dude. It's exciting! If you're watching this in the future over on YouTube, then like the video. Thank you.